Gamers, welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2. As promised, we're going to dedicate a little time to training up our Chao. So we're just going to get some little vitamins right about here. Awesome run, that's good. We need his run to be like super good so that his other stats don't really matter as much, you know what I mean? Like if his run is so crazy good no one can compete, and he can just blast right through the competition, everybody. I'm just off the edge. I thought I could get that, but I couldn't. Okay, that's good. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna do that a lot so we can get some vitamins. That's how you train your Chao properly. That's how you properly do it. And also check for Chao fruit, which I think the shop only, maybe that's just the GameCube version, so I'll check, but in the GameCube version the shop would only change if you actually beat a level. So you have to actually beat a level for the shop to change. You can't do the little leave and come back. So if we need to do that, we will. This Chao fruit is the best way to train your Chao, honestly. Honestly, it is. I'm giving you some real tips here. I'm not trying to fool nobody. I'm trying to help everybody out in their little Chao quest. Look at that. He's doing good. In between episodes, I was just standing in the Chao Garden. He took a nap, he woke up. Hopefully he's nice and hungry and ready for some damn Chao fruit. See, the shop changed. No Chao fruit, but, you know, it changed, which is a good sign. It's a good sign. Now, I don't know if that's from spending too much time in the Chao Garden or coming back from a level, so we'll have to check again next time. Which you were going to anyways, because there wasn't Chao fruit. Which is the best way to level up your Chao. Because it ups all the stats. All of them. And if you get a ton of Chao fruit, like I can get, because I've been collecting 100 rings and shit, you can get a ton of levels. You just gotta be cool. You gotta be just as cool as me, which is a tough ask, honestly, because I'm pretty freaking cool. I'm pretty freaking cool and everybody knows it. Where's that orange fella? There he is. Hey, buddy.
Don't worry, buddy.
You're coming with me, pal. Come here, buddy. Eat that. Okay, good. You ate that. Now eat this. Alright, good. Now eat this one. Dude, he's so freaking good at eating. I just tell him to eat it and he eats it. That's what I like to see. He's close to having a bunch of his stats at 1,000. He's close to all of them. Except that stamina. That one's the toughest to get. Oh. Alright, just swim now. Which is his worst stat by far. Well, no, his stamina's worse. But his stamina is not too bad, all things considered. That is the most annoying one to get up. Because it takes longer. Well, maybe it doesn't take, it actually doesn't take longer than the others. This didn't change. So it must have been the time in the Chao Garden I spent. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's do this the hard way then. Let's keep doing that other, let's keep doing this. Yeah, that's right, buddy. I got your number. I got your number, pal. It's this. I know the path. I know the pathways. I know everything. Alright, so it's a flying run kind of day. It's just, that's all we're getting. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. And 2 power. I'll take it. We need all his stats to be better anyways, so doesn't matter to me what we get. Honestly, we do need to swim up. This swim is lacking. Here, buddy. It's time to eat. I know you're who's hungry? Who's hungry, little fella? Who's ready to get some eats? Who's ready to chow down? Look at that. This flying just keeps getting better and better. I want that run to get to 2,000. That'd be sweet. That would be quite dope indeed. This little fella. All right, who's ready to get more vitamins? I am. Me. I am. Oh, some power, okay. Swim, I'll take it. Okay. And what's all this about? Another power. Oh, some swim. Run. Never mind, no run. Alright, leave the game. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Here we go. Exciting gameplay. Oh wait, I can talk about... I think for the past 2 episodes, I brought up Stranger Things, and then my friend was talking to me about it. But I just got distracted and didn't talk about it. Okay, so my friend is starting to watch Stranger Things. She's on the end of season 2. And, you know, of course I watched it as it came out. So I'm all caught up. I saw it all as it aired. I think I've seen it 2 or 3 times. No, I've seen it 3 or 4 times, I think. No, maybe not. I think seasons 1 and 2 I've seen like 3 or 4 times, but the other seasons maybe just 2 or 3. Wait, did I stop that? Did I glitch that? Gamers, look back at the recording. Did I fuck that up? If I fucked that up, don't get mad at me. I didn't mean to. Okay, but anyways, she texted me about it. No, okay, well, I guess I'll explain beforehand, because I'm sure most people have seen Stranger Things. So I'm just gonna... shop change. Nice. Where's the chow fruit, dude? Where's the chow fruit, dude? I've been waiting, I've been dreaming, and I've been waiting for the day the chow fruit returns to me, and it never does. This is not cool. Okay, but anyways. So... whenever she first talked about how she was on season 1, I was like, okay, who's your favorite character? And she likes Hopper, which is a good answer, especially season 1. She likes Hopper. And I was like, yeah, just wait till you start liking Steve Harrington. And she's like, Steve Harrington? And I was like, yeah, Steve Harrington, he's my favorite character. She doesn't even know yet. That show is really good about making Steve Harrington likable. If he dies in season 5, I will be so upset. And honestly, this is like the first time there's ever been like a love triangle where I'm like, I don't have a clear person that I want to win. Because I relate to Jonathan. He's a little high school freak, college freak now, just like how I was. He's a little weirdo, which I can relate to because I am also a weirdo. I'm playing Sonic Adventure 2 alone. I'm 25. Yeah. So I can relate to Jonathan, but at the same time, I just like Steve Harrington more than I like Jonathan. So it's like I want Steve to be with Nancy, but at the same time I want Jonathan to be with Nancy because I want Jonathan to get a little happy ending. And so yeah, it's the first time a love triangle has ever been like, you know, compelling to me because I can't tell who's gonna win. Because I feel like they could both win. Because I feel like the writers also just like Steve. I heard he was like supposed to die in season 1, and they just liked the actor so much they kept him. Which, good move. Good move. Steve is one of the strongest characters. Okay, but yeah, she was talking. She just texted me, and she's been texting me. She got to the end of season 2. And she was like, season 2 just made me cry. And I was trying to remember back. Because season 2 is honestly it's a memorable season. But I was like, what made you cry in season 2? Like, because there's intense moments in season 2. Especially when they're like, oh no, when Bob the Brain died, that was sad. I just kind of forgot that happened. It's an early event. He was only in 1 season, and he wasn't as like impactful as Eddie was, because Eddie was like very central to the plot. Bob had like his big moment, but then other than that, like he had another big moment where he could like look at the computers. He figured out the map and he figured out the computers. That's what Bob did, and then he died. Spoiler alert. So like I remember that being really sad, but that wasn't it. He was like, the snowball dance, and I was like, oh, that's not sad, that's like happy, that's not even get ready. I was like, dude, season 3 and season 4 have some sad moments. In season 3, spoiler alert. Okay, I don't know why, but I liked throughout season 3, I was like, you know, this Billy guy, I hope he makes it. I hope he makes it and becomes a good guy like Steve the Harrington. And then he just dies. And I was like, no! Because I started to really like Billy. I felt bad for Billy. I felt so bad for Billy. And I wanted him to, you know, overcome his life and the terrible circumstances that befell him. And also, I liked him as a low stakes antagonist. So at the beginning of the season, oh my god, it keeps changing, but where's the goddamn Chao fruit? What is wrong with you, Mr. Black Market? Even at the beginning of the season, because I liked Billy in season 2. That's when he was introduced, right? Yeah, he was introduced in season 2. And I liked Billy in season 2, because I think he was if you have a big, like, powerful, supernatural antagonist, it's good to have, like, a low stakes, you know, villain that the kids can be against and not just, you know, die or they escape in some manner that doesn't make sense. So, like, you know, like a mean, well, this isn't in the show, but like, for example, if they had like a mean teacher that was holding them back, not in like school, but like, oh, you've got detention, you can't leave, and they've got to go help Elle or whatever, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Someone to just get in the way rather than like be the world-shattering event. And I guess to Max, Billy was a world-shattering event, but honestly, it's not that I don't care for Max, she's just a character in the show. in terms, okay, so we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to my feelings on Max a little bit later. But back to Billy. Yeah, I really liked Billy. I wanted him to keep powering on. I wanted him to beat the bad guy and leave a changed person. You know what I mean? I felt for him. But it did help not help Max's character, but it gave her something to do in the next season, dealing with Billy's death and her guilt or whatever. But yeah, in season 3 I felt pretty sad when Billy died. I was like, oh man, I wish Billy did die. I like Billy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, gamers? You know what I mean? I know how to play the goddamn game, you freaking freako Chao. And now he's crying. He's crying to his mom because I hurt him or something. I didn't even hurt him. I didn't even touch him. I didn't even touch him that bad. Okay, but whatever. Okay. Okay, also side note about specifically season 2 of Stranger Things. That episode where Elle goes off. The part where she finds her mother is good, you know, because it's... You know, she finds her mother, whatever. You know, it was pretty disconnected, and it just felt like, you know, they were trying to explore Elle's backstory, but it also felt like they were keeping her away because she would have just destroyed the plot in terms of like all the stakes. So they had to keep her away from the other characters. But that episode where she's hanging out with, I think it was number 9, the Indian chick who also had powers. That episode sucked. That episode was terrible. I hated that episode. Even the first time I watched the series, when you're in this like new series glow, is like, ooh, what happens next? I was like, this episode stinks, and honestly, I hope they don't bring this character back. Because she's not very interesting. And I don't like her personality, and I don't like her little friend group either. And I don't think there's any plans to bring her back. Has she been retconned out of the show, pretty much? Like, in the later seasons, in the flashback shit? I don't remember a little Indian girl, but everybody else died, so, like, was she in a separate room? Where was she at? What's going on? Oh, come on. Where's my Chao fruit? Alright, no Chao fruit, but we've hit the marker in the episode where I was like, okay, at this point in the episode, we need to try the race. Or we're gonna go, like... I'll just end up forgetting and, like, make this a 30-minute episode, which I don't want to do. Because I'm getting tired. I'm getting sleepy. So we gotta fight the race. The dark race. I was hoping to be a little bit more powerful. Honestly. I was hoping to get some Chao fruits in there, but that's okay, we didn't. We'll figure it out. Oh, I guess I talked about Max earlier, so let's finish my thought on Max. Max is a character that exists in the show. I don't really have strong feelings about her either way, except for the fact that how they handled her at the end of season 4. And those who know will understand, okay? They pretty much killed her off, but they didn't kill her off, which is a bit weird. It's like, just rip the band-aid off if she's dead, right? Because she doesn't have a lot of character development situations going on, obviously, because she's in a fucking coma. She's as close, she's actually worse than a coma. She's as close to death as she possibly could be, but not dead. Okay, that's fucking big, by the way. We could fucking pull this off, maybe. Well, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I kind of just wish they killed her at the end of season 4. It would make the stakes higher. It would make it like more impactful, the ending of the season, because it's like a blink and you miss it moment. But when the portal opens up, and of course it's crazy that the portal opens up, but the portal doesn't open up and kill a character you love, or like, you know what I mean. So it's not really the same as like the portal opens up and it kills the bully character nobody likes, because, you know, it's the bully character nobody likes. It's cool to pause it and be like, holy crap, this kid just got ripped in half. That's brutal. Which is awesome. I paused that because I saw it and I was like, wait, did I see that right? That was so quick. I watched the episode and like, no, I didn't pause it the first time. I finished the episode and I was like, did that actually happen? It didn't show the kid again. Cause like, it's so quick. The portal starts ripping through the house and that one kid, vines wrap around his hands and he's like stuck in the path of it, and the portal like rips him in half as it opens up, and it's so metal, but it's not focused on at all, and it's never like, it never said, oh, this kid died or anything, or like how the Eddie's dad is or uncle is looking for him. It's never like, oh, this rich kid's parents who would obviously be looking for him, they're looking for him. No, there's none of that. So it's like, did that kid actually die there? I had to rewatch it and be like, oh yeah, he's dead. He wasn't just like standing there. So I didn't miss-see that at all. So yeah, I thought that that like quick blink it you miss it moment was cool. I just wish it got some focus. You know what I mean? Like the VFX artist probably worked hard on that shit. Oh, thank God. No way. No way, dude. Talk about Stranger Things, you win the fucking race. Oh my God. I can't believe that. We're done with the Chao Garden. Honestly, pretty sad, because the Chao Garden is like my favorite part of this fucking game. You know what? 110 emblems. 110, baby. We're on a roll. And there's no hidden final race thing. We did it. We did it. We are done with the Chao Garden. Goodbye. The only reason we would ever come back here is to buy the voice lines that you can unlock.
What stage are we going to play?
Okay, yeah, but I guess that's my final thoughts on Max's character. She's an okay supporting character, but I wish she died, because the storytelling potential works better if she's actually dead than just in a coma. Because if she comes back, then there's not as much stakes in her whole situation. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Alright, next time we'll go back to Death Chamber. We took a detour to play it with our Chaos, and we beat the Chao Garden, so it was a good fucking detour. It was a good detour. Gamers, we're on a roll. In the last 2 episodes, we got 3 emblems. No, we got 2 A ranks and 1 emblem, which is very important. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you could hear that scratching a second ago, Rascal jumped on the back of my leather chair and scared the crap out of me. Rascal says hi. Rascal also says bye, because it's the end of the episode. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Rascal's my cat, by the way. It's not some like guy who jumped on my chair. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time, gamers. It's been awesome. Bye bye, gamers. Bye bye. Bye bye, gamers. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.